out here in the woods in Alaska, in Anchor Point, Alaska. And I guess I can show you some of the plants first, because I feel like I might as well teach people about stuff that they don't know about on my way out here to Gold Pan. So this is fireweed, and you can eat these shoots when they're young, when they're first coming up. You can boil them, eat them. This is stinging nettle. Be careful when you touch this because it stings. But if you have muscle and joint pains, you can rub these leaves and they're going to sting. But rub this leaf on wherever your hurt is. Say it's on my wrist. I'm going to rub this all over my wrist, and it's going to burn really bad for a second. But then it's going to feel wonderful, and you're going to be like, oh my God, my pain is all gone. And this, you can use this horsetail to brush your teeth. It's full of silica. You can rub it vigorously between your hands. Like this here. You just see my chin and my beard whiskers there. But you can rub it vigorously between your hands and it'll start to foam up. And it'll make a wonderful soap. You can eat these shoots, especially the male shoots when they're first coming up. Just don't eat tons and tons of them or you'll get a bellyache. But it's nutritious. This here is high bush cranberry. It's just not ready yet. And we'll go through this later because there's baneberry up here too. And the baneberries will kill you dead. They'll kill you graveyard dead and bite you harder than a beautiful dog. And this here is pushki. I don't mess with this because it gives third-degree burns if you get the sap on your skin. But this is called pushki. And in Russian, it's little cannons. Because what's that look like when the stems are dried in the fall and pointed out? Looks like little cannons. Pretty self-explanatory. And as I walk through the woods, I see cottonwood logs. And cottonwood logs will grow mushrooms on them that you can eat. They'll grow both oyster mushrooms and bear's head mushrooms. These ferns, these fiddleheads, ostrich fern, when this is first coming up out of the ground, when it's about yay tall and all circular like that, you can pick these, but I wouldn't pick them when they're any taller than that. And you can eat those, you can boil them up, you can stir fry them, however you want to do it. And these are more high bush cranberries. You can see they're flowering right now. And we'll go into more on that later because you really have to be careful to not pick baneberries. And if you take kids out berry picking in Alaska, make sure that they understand that they don't eat anything unless you've looked at it. Critical, very critical, or they could end up dead. And it doesn't take much. It'd take maybe 2 of those little baneberries and you can say goodbye to your kids because it'll kill them. All kinds of high bush cranberries. It'll be a translucent red berry. And I usually wait to pick them till after the first frost when they become clear and you can see the large flat seed on the inside of them. It makes a great ketchup or barbecue sauce or jam. It has a bit of a musky flavor scent to it. It's really good. And then these are currants. How can I tell these are currants? See how this bark? See how that bark sloughs off at the slightest touch like that? This is wild red currant. And this is one of the telltale signs I can tell by when I touch the stalk and the bark sloughy like that. You can see how it's just lightly attached. The leaves look very similar to the high bush cranberry. All this stuff can be gathered. I don't see any chocolate lilies yet, but we have a lily whose tuber is kind of like rice when you break it up. And it's a lily, and it's chocolate colored, and it stinks. It smells really bad, but the tubers can save your life. It's so funny that there's all these stories of people starving to death up here, and it's because they didn't know what to gather, or they didn't gather it in time, and they walked right past food all day long. The birch bark, we can eat the birch bark. The inner bark is nutritious. You can heat it up a little bit in boiling water, warm it up next to a fire, or you can roast it and crumble it up, smash it, pulverize it with a rock, and make a paste and eat the paste. See what else I walked past here. You can eat some of the algae that grows them. Here's a wild raspberry that isn't fruited yet. It looks like all kinds of wild raspberries. Of course, there's other stuff like the no-brainer survival foods. Like I could turn over a log here and eat any beetle larva that I find. If I find a yellow jacket wasp nest in the bushes, I can carefully get that with a long forked stick and roast it over a fire and eat all the grubs. And that's a tremendous source of fat and protein. Lots and lots of high quality energy in that. Dandelions, you can eat the leaves of the dandelions. Spruce tips, you can make a tea. See these lime green colored tips? Oops. These lime green colored tips right here can make a wonderful tea. You can snack on those raw too. Just don't eat too many of them, because you don't want to give yourself diarrhea in the woods, especially in a survival situation. This moss, you can gather up some of this green moss and suck clean water. If you find a clean water source, a small stream, put that in there on top of it, and then suck your water through that. And it's like a natural water filter and an antibiotic. I think this winter maybe we'll do a winter survival video. I always forget how much classes I've took and how many certifications I have. I'm a wilderness first responder, a rescue diver. I was free climber for a while. I've been a farmer up here for decades. I'm a hunter. I've taken Arctic survival through a military contractor, airframe egress, open water survival, kind of ridiculous. I had on my trail which way I went. I can make myself an ink pen, and I can leave notes. I could write, I went this way on the trail, and leave this in a prominent spot. I could leave